2009.
What we're showing right now is Residence of Fate. It's much more challenging now. This is essentially the TGS demo that's going to be shown on the show floor. What you're seeing right now is the battle system with this game. Residence of Fate is set in a futuristic world where the world is failing and humanity has moved onto a machine that's keeping the world alive. The machine now is failing and essentially is mutating these different types of creatures that you're fighting here. So essentially this is a semi-real-time battle system. Right now you're fighting enclosed arenas, and this is basically a dungeon that's linking different enclosed arenas. So what you're seeing here is the battle system. Essentially you have to lock on to different enemies and load up your system. And once it's loaded up, you can actually initiate your attacks, but at any time your attacks can be interrupted by the enemy as well. So definitely have to make sure you're watching your meter and how much time you have left. You also see different types of damage on screen as well. Each of the characters have different types of weapons. The red is basically a direct damage handgun, whereas one of our characters, Zephyr, is using a indirect scratch damage submachine gun. Now, if you basically initiate the scratch damage submachine gun, you'll see the damage is in blue. Essentially, that damage will re-heal over time. But you can convert that into direct damage by using a direct damage gun. So essentially, you can do more damage down the road. Now, what we also have in the game is basically a thing we're called invincible actions. And basically, on the bottom middle of the screen, you'll see the IS gauge, which shows how many invincible actions attacks you can do. Basically, it allows you to plot your point of attack, allows you to run along that point and essentially do multiple attacks without being able to be hurt. So this basically shows you how it's a little bit more cinematic, a little more stylish, almost out of a John Woo movie, essentially. Now you can also control how your character runs as well. You can do the ground-based attacks, or you can do attacks that allow you to shoot and flip up in the air as well. So that gives you a different feel and style to it also. Also, it's still based within a Japanese RPG structure, which allows you to change the different types of status effects on your guns by changing the types of ammos you have in the gun. So basically you have like fire attacks, ice and lightning status effects on your weapons just by changing the ammunition. Also, as you get farther in the game, you'll be able to unlock different types of parts for your guns as well, such as scopes, rifle stocks, things like that. And that's going to change how your weapon and basically as well as your character, how that performs within the battle. So you'll either shoot faster, you'll load faster, things like that. So definitely has a Japanese RPG style and system, which should translate and trades that in for basically gunplay and gun battle systems. So basically that gives you a brief overview of the overall battle system of Residence of Fate.